China Glaze has made a huge mistake. They've been sending all of my PR to the wrong address. So we're going to review a year's worth of China Glaze polishes in this video. Welcome back to Ruby on Nails, and as that silly goofy little intro kind of told you, China Glaze has been sending all of my PR to the wrong address, and we only just now figured it out. I just thought they had removed me from their PR list, because that's how confident I am in my reviewing skills. Put me on and take me off, coach. So yeah, that's kind of the premise of this video. It's not a complete year's worth of China Glaze nail polishes, but there's a lot of nail polishes. In this video, I am only going to be reviewing the nail polishes, even though some of these collections came out with some press-on nails. I am wearing some now because I bit the shit out of my nails. Yep. Once a nail biter, kinda always a nail biter. I've had some good streaks though. And to be fully transparent, because there are 25 nail polishes, I'm not going to be doing a super duper in-depth review this time of all of them. I think that would just be too long of a video, and I hope you're fine with that. However, if I do receive more PR from China Glaze in the future, those will be like my regular nail polish reviews. But yeah, so we're going to be going over 25 nail polishes by China Glaze. Yeah, so let's just jump into the swatches, or we'll be here forever. Let's go. Okay, let's start off with a positive note. This is the limited edition China Glaze polish that came out around Halloween time, I want to say. This is a Sin, and it was in collaboration with a TV show I'm now blanking on, but don't care enough to actually look up. I thought this one was stunning, perfect one-coater red, just amazing. So moving right along, we're going to talk about the polishes that came out around Halloween time, starting off with Deadly Desire. I was also really impressed with this polish. It was easily a one-coater on me. You can really see all of that fun red glitter going on, and I wasn't expecting it to go on one coat just fine, as other polishes from China Glaze in the same formula have been two coaters for me in the past, so I was pleasantly surprised. Next up, we have Rotten to the Core, and I so desperately wanted to love this polish out of the entire collection. It's the type of purple that I just utterly love, with a very pretty blue shimmer running throughout it. I had my hopes up so high, but as you can see, the formulation was fairly watery. It was two coats, but even with that second coat, I was experiencing quite a bit of patchiness around my cuticle line, so I wasn't all that happy with that. China Glaze has put out other purples in the past similar to this that I liked way more than this particular one, so that was a pass for me. Then we had another pass for me. Once a Witch, Always a Witch is a neon green, and it's a lighter neon green, kind of in that radioactive booger section of green, and I wasn't super impressed with this. In two coats, there was still a lot of patchiness, and I didn't feel like putting on a third coat because I have other neons in my collection and from other brands that I just prefer, and I'm not going to struggle with this particular polish if I have something else in my arsenal that I like. Okay, so we're going to be moving on to the matte polishes that came in this collection. The first one was Twisted Sister, and spoiler alert for all the mattes, I didn't think that they got all that matte, and personally, even though I liked Twisted Sister and I thought it was a great pink, I would have preferred this to be a glossy dry down polish, and then for me to have the option to put a matte top coat on it. I just thought it was way too shiny. It kind of has more of a vinyl look than a matte look to me. Then we have Sinful Soul, and I'll just be upfront. I disliked this polish. I thought it was also very watery, and it had more of a vinyl finish than a matte finish, and it was still pretty patchy in 2 coats, and I like my whites to be opaque. It's not the milkiest of whites I've ever used, but to me, I have other white polishes that I am much more drawn to, and again, I think I just have an easier time having a matte top coat instead of a polish that dries down matte, because you also can't put a top coat on it. Then we have Evil Queen, and this to me was more of a dark gray than a true black, and as you can see, it was watery, it was not opaque, and it was still very patchy in 2 coats, and again, it dried down more of a vinyl than a true matte. I really struggled with these 3 polishes in particular from this collection. I just was not a fan, but if you like polishes that dry down matte on their own, well, good for you, but I prefer a top coat. So let's move on to a collection I actually really enjoyed. This collection came out around the holidays, and this first polish is She's Icy. This is a silver glitter polish. As you can see, this entire collection has a clear base, so you're really just getting a whole lot of glitter in one go. I will tell you, I only did 2 coats of these for the sake of time, but you could easily build these up with 3 coats or doing the sponge method. She's Icy has a bunch of different types of silver metallic glitters. There's small little circles, there's flakies, there's chunks. I don't know, I just really liked the texture of this collection. I thought it was really fun and they were super shiny. And while you can really see my nail on camera in person, it's not so bad. Next up we have Glitter is the New Black, and this was my favorite out of all of the polishes I swatched for this video. I thought the holographic bar glitters in this polish were spectacular and a great addition to those black metallic flakies, those little black circle glitters, and the tiny little specks of holographic glitter that you see here. I really like this one. Again, there are multiple ways to build this up for full opacity, but in person, you can't really see a ton of the naked nail, even with just 2 coats, so you could solve that easily with a 3rd coat. It is a little bit of fuss to get these glitters into place, but once they are, they're really well worth it. I quite enjoyed all of these polishes. One thing I do want to mention about this entire collection is that because there is a clear base, you could easily use any of these as a topper on any kind of color that you would want. You would just wipe away a good chunk of that excess, and then there you go. This polish is Get Your Glitter On. It is a bright red polish. It is primarily focusing on those small, round, red, leaning towards pink glitters. As you can see, it was very nearly opaque in 2 coats, and in person, it looks fully opaque. It's just a little iffy on the camera, but I thought this one was really nice. Then we have I Speak Glitter. As you can see, we are getting more of those bar glitters. This one, to me, kind of felt like a combination of the last 2 polishes because we have those really fine micro circle glitters in that beautiful teal shade, but then we also have the bar glitters. I wish there was just a little bit more bar glitter in this particular polish because I didn't get a whole lot of them on my nail while swatching this. This one is a lot more opaque than the last bar glitter polish that we saw, but again, you're seeing a little bit of my naked nails on this swatch, but in person it looked fully opaque in 2 coats. It's just how the camera picks up the light here, but you can see a whole lot of fun blue and green and shininess. It's just lovely. Next up, we have this beautiful little rose coppery glitter. This is, if it sparkles, it's mine, and I'm glad that this polish is now mine. This one has a lot of those metallic chunks in them. As you can see right by my cuticle, I get a nice big one right there. It also has a lot of really stunning little coppery circle glitters. Again, this one was a little bit fussy when trying to get the glitters in place, especially those big chunky boys. But I thought this one was really nice. It was pretty opaque in 2 coats. This one, I would definitely suggest a 3rd coat. But yeah, let's move on to the last of the Christmas or holiday collection. This is Queen of Bling, and it is a gold glitter polish, as kind of the name suggests. This one has tons of gold, little circle micro glitters, and it also has some smaller flakies, and I thought this one was fairly nice. Not my favorite out of the collection, I already told you my favorite, but I thought it was still quite nice. I could see myself using this one as a topper, but yeah, that was the holiday collection. It's, you know, it was fun and glittery. So this is a new formula for China Glaze. It is the Eco Glaze formula, and it is 10 free and made from a 70% bio-sourced ingredients that are also sustainable and renewable. There's not a ton of details available, but let's talk about these polishes. This is Delicate Daisy, and I did not like it. It was watery. Something I found with all of the Eco Glaze polishes is that they were very watery. It was not opaque, and I definitely needed a 3rd coat of this color. The color was nice, but just not worth the effort in my opinion. It's that kind of like ballet pink, if you get my meaning by that. Then we have Willow You Be Mine. I don't know why I got hung up on that name as much as I did. I also found this one to be incredibly watery and just not very opaque, even in 2 coats. Just not a big fan of it, in my opinion. I think there are better eco-friendly polishes available. One of the plant-based polishes that I'm a big fan of is actually from Picture Polish, so if you are looking for eco-friendly polishes, check them out. I think they offer a better formula and a better variety of colors than this. This one, it was really bright, but there was just something about how the pigment displaced, or it was just kind of, you could really see a ton of bits of pigment, and I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a shimmer necessarily, but I thought maybe that they were trying to go for a shimmer and those pigments just weren't really working out. I don't know if these ones expire incredibly quickly or something, but I just wasn't a fan of this formula. This was the best one in my opinion. What's So Ferny is a light blue polish, and I thought it looked fine in 2 coats, though it had some weird pocketing that I wasn't sure if it was from the base coat that I was using or if that was just how this particular formula liked to dry. It was a weird effect, but I thought the color was very pretty. It's just, I have other colors similar to this that perform better in my opinion, and I appreciate that they were going for a more eco-friendly formulation, but I just wish it had been executed a little bit better. Terrain or Shine was probably the most disappointing out of this particular collection because it was so not opaque, and it was streaky, and it was very watery, and it was a lot of work for not the best results. As you can see, I'm really trying to fuss with that streakiness, but it just, I don't know, maybe they just need to come out with some darker colors so I can really try that, because these were all fairly light colors, and light colors always have a little bit of difficulty performing. But yeah, just not a fan of this collection. I had hopes. I like eco-friendly. Oh my god, I forgot that there was a white polish. Yeah, it was not opaque. God, I don't even know what to really say about it because I completely forgot about it. It just did not stand out. It was streaky, it was watery. It also had some of that weird pocketing going on when it began to dry. I don't know, it got almost opaque in 2 coats. If somebody gave this to me, I wouldn't be upset. But I have other white polishes that perform way better than this. God. I do like eco-friendly stuff, but geez, this did not perform. Wow, we've finally caught up. We are now reviewing the latest collection from China Glaze, the Hello Sugar collection. And we're going to start off with Holy Sugar, a polish that my camera absolutely fucking hated and did not want to get a good, accurate depiction of. And honestly, I can't blame it. I don't think I will ever reach for this polish. I got better yellows, my guy. I got pastel yellows that are fully opaque in 2 coats without absolutely having drenched my nail. And also, it does have a little bit of a green undertone in person. Don't know what that's about, but it reminds me of boiled egg yolks. And I don't think that's ever a color that I necessarily want to have on my nails. As you can see, it just like changed to 3 different colors right there. Then we have Sugar Junkie. I actually thought this polish performed quite nicely. It is a hot fuchsia pink, and boy howdy is it bright. So if you're a neons person for spring, I would actually suggest this polish because whew, it was fully opaque in 1 coat, but I saw a little patchy around my cuticles, so I added a second just to be safe, and that fit within the rules of my filming for this video. So yeah, I thought this one was just fine. Then we have here for the candy, it's a light pink polish. I thought it performed okay. It was definitely a 2-coater, possibly a 3-coater if you have longer nails than I do. And let's be honest, with how short they are in this video, I'm probably guessing a lot of you have longer nails than I do at this moment in time. But it's a baby pink. Again, I'm not upset about this polish. I just have other baby pinks in my collection that I prefer. So there's that. Then we have this slightly more bright pink. It's a bubblegum pink. It is called Kid in a Candy Store. I do like the names in this collection. I thought it was very fun, very on theme. Though I guess I was a little confused about why there were so many pinks in this collection. I feel like candies come in a whole variety of colors, and we have like 3 different shades of pink in this collection. I thought there was, a little bit more room to be creative, and I honestly think there could have been a fun little special effect for this collection because it's candy themed. Candies come in all sorts of fun effects. Then we have Sweeter Than Sugar. This is a tangerine orange. It was nice. I had some of those pocketing though. I'm starting to wonder if it was the base coat that I was using. I was using the Eco Glaze base coat by China Glaze for this entire video. I didn't have any issues with it earlier, but now I'm wondering what's going on there. I'm gonna have to do some investigation. It's a fine color, fully opaque in 2 coats. I'm not mad at it. I'm just also not ecstatic about it. Then we have Gimme Sugar. This is a light tangerine, kind of like a tangerine sorbet shade, and it was fully opaque in 2 coats. Again, not mad at this color, but I'm also not ecstatic about this color. I guess that's just kind of my overall opinion for this particular collection, is that I thought there was a lot more room to play around with, but I guess they didn't take advantage of that, and that kind of bums me out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, now that we've gone through all of that, I will say my nails were parched afterwards. Probably why I bit all of my nails off, because I don't like them when they're dry and they don't. We'll just skip past that. But yeah, that is essentially China Glaze in a year. There were polishes I liked, polishes I disliked, And now we're all caught up and we can just move right into the future and be so happy, positive about the future collections from China Glaze. Hopefully they don't actually remove me from their PR list for this video. And that little bit of clickbait. Could not resist a little bit of clickbait. And I think every once in a while I'm entitled to some clickbait. Anyways, if you like this video, hopefully there won't be another video like this in the future. Hopefully everybody knows my address. That's not right. No. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh.